Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. All
That good.
right.
We good, good.
Cool. All right.
So tell me, how was your workout?
That was good. It was good. Just did some cardio, some mobility, and then like nothing crazy because we have the bye, the 2 week bye. So just staying, in shape until we play October the 9th against Osos. So
Yeah, yeah, gotcha. Uh, Per day, how many times do you do training?
here is 2 times. We have weights in the morning and then we have practice at night.
Okay.
Usually, like back home, I used to do like 3 days.
Your coach is Sergio, right?
See, yeah, yeah.
Sergio was my first training. When I started to practice basketball, Sergio was the first person to train with me, and he is like the first person in the world. Like he teach me about basketball because before him, I don't know how coach. I don't know how coaches. So the first time that I
Mhm.
play basketball is like 20 years. My first time when I play basketball, when I train in basketball is like 20 years. It's like so old for so many people that started to play basketball, but I started to 20 years, and Sergio was the first person to train it, to coach me.
Mm.
I can hear you. What do you say?
Like him, he's a good coach.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell me, what was your history in basketball? How were your beginnings? How do you started to play basketball, and how it started all?
How did I start?
Yeah, yeah. Your beginnings in
Uh,
basketball.
ooh, shoot. Well, my mom, she played college. Well, she played high school basketball. She really ran track, and then she started playing high school basketball in like 11th, like 10th grade. So then she played at Boise State University in Idaho,
Okay.
Division 1, and then my uncle played at Houston back in this is back in the '80s. But like, just growing up around them, like that kind of inspired me to play basketball. But I didn't take it serious until I played in middle school. But I wasn't good. Like I wasn't good in middle school. But I started taking it serious like once I got to like high school, like 10th grade. And then like from 10th grade to my senior year, that's when I like had like a big jump and like, really working hard, like working out, taking it serious, going to conditioning, lifting weights, getting in the gym. So it just started really like, I mean, I've always been around basketball, but like it was the turn to my passion once I got to like high school for sure.
Okay. Like I think when the people normally started to play basketball, it's like the first is for fun. I just play for fun and just have a good time with your friends, have a good time with your teammates. But when you continue, or when the people continue to practice that sport, I think in one moment of their life, think like I need to improve that. This is not only for fun. I want to go to the NBA. I want to go to the EuroLeague, or I want to come a, the best player. I want to be better. I want to be better. I want to do this. I want to do
Yeah.
that. And I think when you take the decision, all the environment changes because you need to train in the morning, you need to train in the afternoon, you need to go to the gym, and you need to do some things. In what part of your life you think like I want to improve? It's not play basketball for fun. I want to do this because I like it, and I want to be better.
Mhm. Uh, you said like when I started thinking like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I transferred, I was at a public school my first 2 years of high school in the States, my freshman and sophomore, and then my last two, I transferred to a private school. And when I transferred, that's when I noticed those other athletes, but they were like, in like Division 1 interests and whatnot. And I noticed like what they were doing. So I was like, okay, I need to step up my game because if I want to like really, take this serious and try and go somewhere, like I have to, put more time and effort. Just like anything, like you want to be a better like dancer, you can't just show up to the competition. You have to put the hours in and practice. So, it's just with anything in life. So yeah, that's when I saw that. I was like, I definitely have to take this serious, just put the hours in. But like I enjoy doing the work though. Like, when it's not like work. I enjoy working out. Like having a skill session. Like I enjoy it. It's not like, oh man, I gotta do this. Oh man, like I
Yeah,
enjoy putting in work because the results. Like that's the fun part. You know, like you get to like play against somebody and like see where you're at. Like that's the fun part to me. So like competing, that's what I love to do. So
no, I think 100%, but I think when the results is the consequence of your workout, the results I think is it's not like the final part of this because when you training, when you have the decision to be better, because I talk about me when I was 20 years old, I started to play basketball and I decided to go or to play in a professional team in Peru, in Arequipa. So I trained hard for do this, but I don't do this. I'm a coach now. I am a basketball coach now. So I help with kids and teenagers to do this. But when I take the decision, when I took the decision to training, when to improve, it's like I need to do much things. I need to sleep early. I need to eat more better, eat healthy, and this is
drink
this
a
is
lot of
good.
water, all that.
Yeah, yeah, you need to do this. That this is in the beginning it was hard for me because I don't like to wake up early to go to training. Like I wake up 6 a.m. to go to training. After that, I do some weights, and after that, I start my normal life and I do podcasts. I am a English teacher too in a school, so my my day my professional day or my job day starts like 8 a.m. So after that, before that, I need to do some weights. I need to do some training because I want to improve. Like this is in my mind. In your case, I think the same because you want to be better. And one thing very important is the mentality. When you have the mentality, on you have like I want to do this, and I not only I want, I do this because many people say I want, but not many people do. Want and do
Exactly. Yeah.
is two
Exactly.
different
Exactly.
things.
Exactly. Very different. Very different. Because
Yeah.
like even from my college experience, like I just graduated from college back at home. I got my master's and then I got my undergrad last year. I just graduated with my master's. But just being around like the college environment, like you said, the want and the do is like you can clearly see like through people's actions, like, oh man, I want to do this. I want to win a championship. But are you doing what you need to do to say like to get that championship? Like you said, the habits, the eating, the workouts, like all that stuff. It's the small things that you may not think like mean something, but in the long run, it adds up to like this much. Like not touching the line at the sprint. If you don't do that 4 or 5 times, it gets like this much space that you're not getting in the sprint because you're not touching the line. It adds up. So, you know,
No. Yeah. 100%. It's something like this is very important. Like you mentioned, it's the habits. Yeah, if you have good habits, it's like much easy. Your way is much easier because I think the human the human the human is like prepared to follow the patterns, to follow the habits. It's not like when you wake up, you brush your teeth, you take a shower, and you do your normal stuff. When you take the
mm-hmm.
decision to have better habits, okay, you go to training, you go to the gym, you eat healthy, and do more things because I think when you are an athlete, you think differently like a people that is not an athlete, but all of this you building in the meantime. And I think in America, like I talked with a basketball player like of Oso de la Salle, and we talking about the mentality of have American athletes. It's totally different Peruvian athletes because I think the mentality and the clarity of that people have in your mind is totally different because I think like you don't think about your oh today I go to the I go to the gym. It's like you're not in a lazy mood. You wake up and you today I go to the gym and I do I do my best. It's the same thing. Like in my case, for some moments, I don't take seriously because I don't think like this is gonna help for me in life because I think basketball is very good. Is a very good sport. I love basketball with all my heart, but I think too like basketball help you on life because habits. I think value, principles, and all the stuff to help you to improve in your life, to have a better life too. Not only the sports, it's like in the
Mm.
life too.
Yeah. That's one thing my mom or my dad told my mom, and she already told me, like, what's she, I can't remember the exact words. It's basically just like, like how someone acts in sports, like you can see how they act in life. Like, cause you could like take basketball away. It's like you said, the principles that you learn or that you apply in basketball, you're more
Yeah.
than likely going to apply those in life. So like, it's like it's a character builder too as well, because like after basketball, like you got to have a plan for what you want to do in your life. You can't just play basketball for the whole life.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. In part of your experience in high school, how was the most experience for you that you learn a lot? You learn a lot of things, not only in the sport, it's only in the life too. Because I like something like tolerance of frustration. Like you pass for some frustrated moments that you that you continue with your workout. It's not only like the lose or not only like a bad moment. Like you prepare for this, and how was your experience on that? What was your most learnable experience?
So like, okay, so yeah, for me in high school, like I said, when I transferred, so my first high school, we were like okay at basketball. We weren't bad, but we weren't like good. We were just like average. And I ended up transferring to a private school, and our team was pretty good. We had like I said, we had a lot of guys, a lot of talent, good work ethic, and both years we made the state tournament, so we're for our division. And the first year we made the Final Four, but we lost in the Final Four. So
Wow.
my senior year, yeah, my senior that was a lot because I never made it that far in like for basketball. It was like an eye opener. And so my senior year, we have four seniors and one junior, and we're like the four seniors is me, my Trayvon, he's a point guard, he's a professional athlete as well. Makai, he's still in college. Well, he's in his last year, and then KJ, he's a professional athlete as well. He's actually in the G League, playing for the Stockton Kings
Wow.
right now. Yeah, he's pretty. He's good. He's really good. And like all of us were like, we all bought in. We were all focused because of what we learned from last year. Taking that loss. So we all worked hard. We ended up going to the state championship, and we ended up losing the state championship game by like it was a good game. Like we all played well, but we lost by I think by like 4 or 5 points. I think it was 6 points. But like that was a really good it was a good lesson because just the like we had the goal in mind to achieve, and then from the summer, to fall to spring, like that's what we were working towards. Like every day we had the reminder of what happened last year and what we didn't want to happen. Even though we fell short. Like when we got there, like we got to the stage that we wanted, we just didn't finish. But like our work ethic, the habits, everything that led up to it, got us to that stage. So I feel like that was definitely like at that age in high school, that was really a really good learning experience that I could apply to when I left high school and got to college and in life. So
Oh yeah, it's very important, like you say, work ethic. I love that word because I think when you are in high school, like you are a teenager, so many things, or you're passed for so many change in your personal life. You know things, you know something, you have friends. Like I think in America, I think in Peru is the same thing. Like you have friends like do that, you have friends that do drugs, you have friends that
Yeah.
don't have the good life, you go to the parties,
Mm,
do some things. Like I
mm,
don't judge that people, but I understand many, any person have your own story, any person have your own behind that. So I don't judge that,
sure,
but
for sure.
I think it's very difficult when you are a teenager, especially in high school, because it's a very difficult part of your life because you take a lot of decisions like, okay, wake up
Mm.
early to do go to training or study. Because when you're in high school,
Definitely. Yeah,
you
study,
are,
yeah.
yeah, you're a student. You're a student. It's not okay. You're an athlete and you are good. You are the I think you are the better of your school, but before that you are a student, and this is more important that that the basketball. So I think you need to after your training you go to your room, you study, you do your homework, you do your projects, do you all the things that you need to do, because it's like, I love that quote. It's like when you need to do some things, because if you do some things in the future, you are available to do that you want to do. It's like you need to hard work now for the
Yes,
future. You enjoy the life. You
exactly.
I do some things now about my study, about my student life, about my workout, about being an athlete. So in the future, I will join. So I I really love the history about what is the name of the Jalen Brown. I really love the history about Jalen Brown,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
because Jalen Brown was one of the best students in your high school, in the college, in the university too, and many teams of NBA don't want to draft it because he is a very good student. So I think it's very
Yeah, smart,
important.
intelligent.
Yeah, it's very intelligent. I think it's very important to have the balance, but
Mm.
continue with like I say, it's very important to separate. Like, okay, this is all my friends, but my principal goal is to win a championship or to be better in basketball, and also follow my student life. So this is a balance like not many people's and not many athletes, not many high school athletes follow. And for me, it's like it's very important the environment that you follow, or that you're starting in your environment.
Right, sure. Yes, sir. That's it. You got this. You got it. Like you said, the environment. It's like who you surround yourself with. That's gonna be your circle. I mean, that's gonna like influence you. You know. So if you're with people that work hard, like you said, that have goals, aspiration, you know, you have like it's just gonna rub off on you. So then you're gonna be like everybody else, have goals, work hard, and have aspiration. You know. So
Yeah. So because in high school it's very important to, like you say, have a very good environment for to follow. Like if you and me are friends, and I don't have a good habits, I don't have a good work ethic culture, and I don't have principles. you you see me and you can follow my habits, you can follow all my stuff. So it's very important that you see your environment and you, okay, I don't like this, but for that reason it's not like, okay, you are not my friend, get out of my way. No, 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 I respect you. I respect you as a friend, I respect you as a person, but you don't follow my goals. You are not the same way like me. So it's only respect, but I'm gonna take other way because I want to do this. So it's very important to do some things. When you continue grow up after high school, how was your preparation in college, in the university? Compared like as a student, because you finished your career. So how was the way to do from your high school experience to the university experience and your end your career?
yeah. So okay, yeah. So after graduation of high school, So I went to a school in Tennessee. It was a Division 3, which was my first school. It was called Maryville College, and it was in Knoxville, Tennessee, East Tennessee. And it's a small private liberal arts school, but it was the academics were like it was an academic school because Division 3 they don't do athletic scholarships. So I was able to do an a partial academic scholarship, and I had a volunteer based scholarship, which required me to do community service hours. It was 10 a week, 40 a month at like any volunteer site in the community. So you could do like a food pantry, after school programs, um, like just helping out within the community. So for me, I went from high school to now having to balance my school, the community hours, and then basketball. But
Wow.
like still, still wanting to be really good at basketball. So I really had to make a schedule. Like I had a planner my freshman year for my hours because practice, still have film, weights, workouts, classes, and then my volunteer. So it was a lot to balance, but I mean that's what I like, because that's what I signed up for. I wasn't like, oh, this is too much. Like this is what I signed up for to get through college because it was a scholarship. They were helping pay for school. So yeah, yeah. So my freshman year, that was really just like it was a good adjustment, just having to balance, all these different things and still have a social life as well with the school. And I feel like that helped a lot too. Uh, as I left that school and transferred to another school, because I was there for 3 years, and I transferred to another school, Shawnee State in Ohio. And the habits I learned, like academic wise and athletically, for my basketball, I applied those when I got there. So like in that school, it was a little easier academically because the last school it was tough. Like
Wow.
this was before ChatGPT was popular. So, we had to read and study
Yeah,
and like,
yeah, yeah.
you had the internet, but you couldn't cheat. You actually had to do the work.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good though because I like learned a lot of valuable lessons just about like just doing, like you said, doing the work now, studying now. So that way I got my study done. I'm good. I don't have to, I'm not procrastinating and waiting to the test. And then that's rolling over. Oh, like I'm not focused in practice. I'm thinking about this test that I didn't study for. So that helped a lot, just taking care of my business. And that really translated on the court because like my freshman year, I was rookie of the year there. And like
Wow.
even though we weren't good, like I had a really good year. And then our second year, we were conference champions. And then my third year, we were like picked to run it, be conference champions again. But we lost in the first round. And then I
Wow.
transferred. So but yeah, I was like, what was the question again? My bad.
Oh, what the experience for that? What's the continue of the way?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So then, yeah, after I transferred to Shawnee State, the year we had that was an adjustment because I was playing a different position, like more of a, like the trail, like three, like a forward, stretch forward, and that was an adjustment. Like basketball wise, it was different than my last school. It was faster, more physical, and the workouts were tougher. And
Yeah.
because I was my coach, Delano Thomas. Um, he was a national champion actually the year, not the year I got there, but the year before I got there. They were national champions for NAI. And then that year happened. He ended up getting a job at Florida Memorial University, where Miami Gardens, where I graduated from last year. And our first year there, we were conference champions because I came with them. No, yeah, we were conference champions my first year, and I was a captain on the team. So he like that, it was more responsibility, making sure everybody's doing what they need to do, being a leader, holding everybody accountable, and just like taking that leadership role, to step into a leadership role. And then our second year, we lost in the conference tournament, but we ended up making the national tournament both times, but we ended up losing the first round. But all that was just part of the experience, which is good. Like I ended up, having a conference championship, and that was good. That felt good because that was like we had a plan to follow, scouting report for the whole conference tournament, and we executed it and we won. So, just like the little details that we worked on in practice, they showed in the game. We were prepared, and that was a good moment, because I think I don't know the player from the Bears was a Chance you interviewed, Chance Caruso.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
know that.
that was my point guard on that team.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow,
I mean, I don't
wow.
know if he, yeah, that was my point guard on the conference championship team, and like, but we still friends. Like I saw him the other day, but
Oh, that's good.
he was a captain as well, and he's a great leader, like great teammate, great great person. So and like he's work hard, like work ethic is like crazy. Like he's a good dude, and like that just shows like the type of people you hang around. Like he inspired me to
No, 100%.
go hard, so yeah.
Oh, Caruso is it's an inspiration for me too because they have a very tough like when you go to the NBA and all that stuff. And it's very interesting, like you say, when you go into the college, it's not like now for most of the people searching ChatGPT so many things, and it's much easier to do
Yeah,
some
yeah, yeah, yeah.
your homework, your projects, like. But I appreciate a lot, and I am trying to do that things, but I use ChatGPT, but I read a lot. I am like I'm a rat of bibliotecary. I don't know who say that way that word, but I read a lot because my parents give me that habit too because I enjoy reading, but not many people does. Not many people do.
Yeah,
So
it's important. It's important.
yeah, it's very important. Reading is very important to improve your mind. I think it's like a lot of vocabulary. So I learn to speak English when I read in some books, and also I speak. I speak to. I know that my English speaking is not oh, but my good, this is very perfect. But I'm trying to do my best in that.
Oh, for sure.
But in university is very important. And you say you you are volunteer.
What
Yeah.
at my first school, yeah. So I was volunteering in the community, like
In the,
a lot of events, like after school programs and whatnot.
you say the community is like a church or not?
No, no, so the city, the
Ah, in the city.
yes,
In your,
sir. So
in your
Maryville City.
okay, in your neighborhood.
Mhm.
And what's what you do?
So I was at Martin Luther King. What was the name of this thing? It was an after school program they had where
Okay.
kids would come. We would like help them with homework. Like first they would go inside, we'd help them with homework, and then they would go outside, like play, whatnot, but just be a chaperone, just be a mentor, just be there. I made like a lot of good like, bonds with the kids. They would be happy to see me, they would come to the game sometimes. They'd hey, like, just making those connections, and it was always nice to help impact, a younger child, especially in the sense like, they look up to college students, because they can go to college, they see us our work, doing our work there, helping them and still, being successful. So, just being like kind of like that role model for them too.
Oh yeah, 100%. I don't know. I don't know if you I don't know that you say, but I am really I really follow the Black History Month. Well, I read some books about the biography of Martin Luther King, and I am like follow that because my parent is like Afro Peruvian, it's like the black community in Peru. So I follow that, and I think it's very important to us to remember that I don't know if the volunteer community is like some that stuff. So, but it's very important help other teenagers and help kids to do and improve your life. And I think it's very important for you because when I my dad is like a leadership of a church. It's like the leadership of this, and we do community we do volunteering a lot. We go to the with the poor neighborhoods and help people. I don't only help people like speak about God and teach about how do you have a better life and that stuff. And I love to because it's very important to not only have like this norm. It's not a normal life, but it's like you only focus on you but not only focus on the people. And so it's very important to the society to you need to focus on the society because when you see the society and when you see the things that really happened, not only the court, outside the court, not only the college, outside the college, like the life is so tough for so people. I think in America,
Mhm.
people people it's not like a poor people that some people pass or some people have not a good life in the sense of money of that of a house and that stuff. And so I think for you, like you, when you see that reality, like you have more conscious about how's the society now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes. Yeah, definitely like, just being aware of how like it's like, not everybody comes from the same background, like financially, like mentally, like everybody has a different background. But like I feel like interacting with the different people, you learn how to be a better person and how to like, just just be better to people. And that was really an eye opener too. Because like just being in a community with Maryville, Tennessee, like it was like I haven't been back in years, but when I was there, it was like it wasn't like a bad community, but like it was like it had some parts that were kind of like struggling a little bit. So we did our best just to like help the kids always like
Yeah.
feel like just feel like a kid, just be comfortable, like just help them just enjoy their time at the after school center, or just be there for them. So and that was definitely an eye opener too.
Yeah, 100%. It's very important. I think in Peru, not many people do some community stuff. Like in Peru, it's like no, it's not so common to see like the government don't have the initiative. I don't know who say that word. Like the government doesn't care about community. I think for it's like a reality in Peru doesn't care about community. So in terms of volunteer, it's only happened when earthquake or a tsunami have in our like a some air issue. But like if we're gonna talk about so help people that it's in financial situation or poor situation, like building a community or building or helping to a tribu in Amazonas or in some parts of Peru, like the people is really really poor. It's like it doesn't care, but I think it's very very important to do that because I think, like I say, when you do this, you are other level of conscious and you are like more clear. You value all the things you when you drink water, you value that you do drinking water.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, 100% that.
great. You're
So
great. You're more grateful. You have more appreciation. You're not
yeah,
just like, oh, it's whatever. No, you appreciate, you're grateful for what you have.
yeah. When you help into community, how was the the most uh, part or most hard part of your of helping the community, or what was the history that you hear or that you see that, oh my goodness, this is hard, and you appreciate more, you be more grateful about that history,
Mm,
about that experience.
yeah. No, for sure. Like, let me think. Ooh, it was a while. This was a while ago, but I think it was just like I think just really just going to like I think it was just the after school center. Like I said, I did different sites. Like we did like food drives. No, actually, yeah, we did like a food drive, and where we like you pack up like boxes of food, the bread, the fruits, like milk, eggs, that kind of stuff,
Yeah,
and it's like it's all free. Like we like pack it up, give it to the people that come to the front, and like some people they're like, oh, can I like kind of like get like extra this, extra that, and like we give it to them, and they're like, oh, like thank you, like because they may not have what they need to get the food at that moment. So like they're relying on the community to have to support them, and like I think just seeing that, especially like with some like kids, like just like younger kids, like people my age, in the community that's just like relying on this is like man, like I mean everybody's life is different. You never know what somebody's going through at the
yeah,
end of the day. So I think just seeing that for like, 'cause I was like 19, 19, 20, doing that. And I was just like, wow, like, I didn't know it was like this, in Tennessee. Cause I've never, been to that part of Tennessee. So that was definitely an eye opener and really just like showing me like, I mean, what we were doing is not just doing it to like, we didn't do it for show. Like we were actually like doing it, to help people and really like, just give back. And it was definitely like, like I said, it was an eye opener, but it was good that like I was able to experience that because like, going forward as I get older, like I'm always thinking of, I always think about if I don't have something, I mean, if I have something, like, and I don't need it, like, I can just give it to somebody who needs it. Like, if I'm not using it or making the most of it, like, if I don't really need something, I just give it to somebody. I'm not trying to be like all church, like, oh, here you go, here you go. It's like, no, it's just doing the right thing sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
No, yeah, it's very important. It's very important. And this is very, very good that I think in so many communities in United States does. So it's really good for. So continue with your history about your college, your university. How is your first time in Peru? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. How it started like the conversation to go to went to Peru and play in San Jose, play in Arequipa. How it started all this? Before that, where are you playing at? So tell me about this.
so, so after I wrapped up, I mean, so I always knew it was, it
Okay,
was
thank
my,
you.
my, it was like my senior year of, before my grad year. My coach, because he played professional overseas for 10 plus years, I think it's like 11 years. Coach Thomas, Delino Thomas, he played professionally, and the reason I went to his school was, when I was in the transfer portal, like, he contacted me, and I, saw his background, saw his resume, and he played professionally. He's like, if you want to, if you want to have aspiration to be a pro, like, come here. Like we train, like we train like professionals, and I'll show you like off the court, on the court, how to handle yourself. So, um, yeah, after I went there, I mean, I went to his school to, be a pro. I trained, practice hard, everything. I learned a lot from him. And after I graduated, also my other mentor, Larry Steptoe, he's in Missouri. He went to high school with my mom. He played professionally as well. And he served in the military, so he played overseas in
Oh,
Germany, all in Europe. So he had a lot of experience.
wow.
He talks to me like I talk to him every other day. He's been a big help in my life and really big. But after I graduated, I played. I was really just training back home. Going to open gyms. I played. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Pro Am League, the AEBL in Atlanta.
No, no, no.
Uh,
I don't get it.
so So that's just like it's like a pro league. It's not like a real pro league where you get paid, but you play against other professionals like
Ah,
NBA
okay,
guys, G League, overseas, top, high school, like really good high school. It's like
okay.
for the community, it's free too. So people can come watch like high level basketball for free in the summertime.
In
So
Atlanta.
mhm.
Okay.
It's really popular. It's really popular. It is really good. I played in that twice this summer, but really up until it was July. Yeah, it was late July. Like I didn't hear anything for professional wise because I parted ways with my agent and my coach from Florida Memorial, the assistant Joshua Mendoza. He actually played for Sergio back in the day in Peru. So
Oh, wow. Okay.
yeah, and he so he contacted me and asked me, did I have anything on the table at the moment? And I was like, no, sir. So he's like, okay, I might have something for you in Peru. He said either Lima or Arequipa. And I was like, okay. So, it was like a few, like 2, 3 weeks. And then he got back to me and he said I had an offer for, a team in Arequipa, San Jose. And I was like, I'll take it, because it's like, I mean, I didn't have any at the moment, but this is what I've been working for. So, and at the time I was working front desk at a at a gym. It was cool, but it's I was just doing that to just get some get a little side paycheck. But yeah, so up until he contacted me, I was literally just working out. I would run on my road, my miles, go work out, go shoot, go train, go stretch, go lift weights, and go to work.
Yeah.
Uh, but up until then, yeah. So I was just doing that, and I got the call, and I was excited to go, and of course, to go see different culture, different country, try food. I love ceviche too, so it's good.
Yeah,
But yeah, so
yeah, yeah. Our dishes are very good. I think we
yeah,
are
very good.
we are the we have the most not the most, we have the best dishes of the world. So this is something of Peru. It's really really important. So but it's interesting that you when you play it, when you play in Atlanta and you be part of these on these tournaments, you receive the opportunity to play in Peru. I think I don't know if you say the story, but basketball in Peru is like um, it are building a game this because
Mhm.
some corruption things happen in Peru. So we building a game, all the stuff, all the professional teams, all the professional equipments and that kind of stuff in Peru. So for us, it's very important to very players of United States come to Peru to improve our game, because I think it's very important to see other realities, like other style of plays. Like not many people in Peru can dunk. In the United States, it's very usual that people can dunk. If in Peru, you see some people can dunk. Wow, absolutely incredible. So the average in Peru is not like we are not tall. Like
Mhm.
we're not people, we're not tall. So it's like, but it's very important. And when you came to Peru, how was your first experience? How was the first? Do you like San Jose? How was the team? How was the team with you? What do you see? What are your thoughts about that? Because San Jose actually is the winner of the beginning of the tournament. So
Mhm. Yeah, so yeah, when I first got here, I got here Sunday. Well, my flight was from Atlanta to Panama to Lima, and then Lima to Arequipa. And we landed like at like 7. I left Atlanta at 4 o'clock on Saturday, and I think yeah, Saturday 4 o'clock afternoon. I got here like 7 a.m. Sunday morning. So I got off the flight and it was bright. I was like, oh my God, it was bright. But yeah, we met up with Richie, who's he's like the owner, I believe. But he's a good dude, Richie. And then we just got breakfast and we met the team. I met Diego Aparicio, Flavio Aparicio, and then they were like really cool. They were like really welcoming, like they like just helping us out with anything we need. And then it was just like, it was a good transition. Like, I didn't know what to expect, but the people were like really nice, really welcoming. I treat them with respect, of course, treat with respect. Like, it was like this, no problem meshing. And then
okay.
we met the team and it was good. Like practice was good. Um, it was a little different, like practicing outside the San Jose court. The court is nice, but we practice at night, so it's a little colder. But I mean, I don't mind. Like, like it's different, but different is good. So
I love that.
it's been a good experience so far. Like I don't have any complaints. The coach, like Sergio, Jaime, like the good dudes. So I don't have any complaints.
Yeah, yeah. I have a lot of respect to Sergio because, like I said in the beginnings of the interview, Sergio was the first person that coached me, that teach me some things that I know actually now, and I have a lot of respect of Sergio, and I think he is
Mhm.
a really good coach. He's like my parent in basketball. He was the first
Yeah,
person
yeah, yeah.
to start all that I am. So it's very important. Like you say, I have a campus in I had a campus in San Jose, so it's like outside. So it's
Mhm.
cold.
But it's
Arequipa,
beautiful. It's beautiful though.
oh,
Yeah,
it's
in the
beautiful.
daytime, it's beautiful. Yeah.
But Arequipa is cold. In the night is cold. So
Yeah.
like you say, I love that word because different is good. No many people, and especially when you go outside of your country to get into other country to play a game that you love, it's not like easy
Mhm.
for, because you leave your family, you leave your friends, you leave your your commodity, you leave your habits, you leave the weather and the food and that stuff to follow your passion, to follow like you. I love basketball and I want to play professional in some team. And Peru and San Jose give me the opportunity to play in that team. So I'm gonna do my best. So I like that. Different is good because not many people say like, okay, when normal people get out of your comfort zone. It's not, I don't like that. I don't like that place. I don't like that food. I don't like that. The weather in Peru it's heavy. I think the weather is no, not in Peru, in Arequipa is heavy because it's like it's more like Denver. I don't know if you travel to
Yeah,
Denver,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
I
yeah.
hear
I've been. Oh no, no, I've been to Idaho. Oh, can't remember the exact part of Idaho, but we were near Boise in the elevation. We played our the first round of the tournament this past year, and that was only 4,000. I think it's 3,000 or 4,000, and I was like tired. It's like 7,000. I think 7,990 here, and the first practice my lung crazy.
yeah, yeah. Many players are was sick in the first week of your training, but I think how after that you trained with the team and you played also with the team now. You are still playing in the tournament. How was your expectation? How was your expectation? How do you see the tournament? What is the mentality that the people have when we want to win the championship now, actually indeed close of the end. How do you see the other teams? How do you see Osos de la Salle? How do you see Inter, Black Panthers, and the other team? How was the team? How was the expectation with the team now? How do you see other teams?
Well, I can. Well, when I first signed the contract to play, Richie he contacted me via WhatsApp, and just reaching out, just saying hello, and I saw they won the championship or the first part of the tournament, and this was the second part to close it. And I told him in the text, I was like, let's win the championship for the second part. Like that's what I'm, what I want to, what we're gonna do. And he said, so it is. So when I got here, met the team, met the guys, met Sergio, and I was like, he told us a little bit the backstory and Diego Alache, and he shared with us, that's what the goal, like everybody's mindset needs to be on winning the championship again for the second part. So that's what we're focused on right now. But definitely like, getting adjusted. I think just getting adjusted with our, Tyrone and I, our play, just getting how we, complement each other and then complement the team with Lache as well. And everybody else on the team, Diego, Mateo, we got Polito, Andreas, everybody. So everybody's like, we're getting like this, getting closer. And especially with our game coming up on the 9th against the Osos. Like, we've seen them play. They're a good team. Like they play hard. Of course, I know their point guard. He's running the show, doing good. And then, Dark Panthers, we played them last week. That was a good game too, physical game, but they're a great team as well as Inter. That was a good game as well, Inter. And then the Sharks, Faraday, that was another good game that we lost that game, but I think that was a good learning experience as well for just to like see how, because that was our first game against no, we played the Yaks. They had one import, but the Sharks had two. So just getting adjusted how to play that game, and like with our defense as well, and getting closer as a team and trusting each other more. So I think that was a good lesson learned against that team.
Yeah. San Jose have San Jose have a quote about it's the quote of the school and the Jesuitas. It's like be better, no, be more to serve better. In Spanish, it's like ser más para servir mejor. It's like in the Spanish version. Like I think I talked with Diego Alache in my podcast. I think the last month ago. So it's very interesting the mindset that players of San Jose does. So do because be more to serve better. I think it's like a lot of brotherhood. They have you see a lot of brotherhood because so many players of San Jose are playing since elementary school, high
Yeah, young,
school,
yeah.
university.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very good team. They're all the unity and the brotherhood and the culture of that culture is very interesting, and I think it's very good for the competition. They actually are the winning of the championship. I don't know if we played if I don't know the mentality and the mentality that is the winning that close of the tournament. So I expect that you can do because I'm a big fan of Osos de la Salle. So but I respect that. I have very respect for San Jose. I have friends in San Jose. I appreciate that. But it's basketball. To the end of the day, it's basketball, and we all are friends. All the players love basketball with the same intensity, with less intensity, but
Yeah.
we all do the same thing. And I think your present in Peru, your present in Arequipa, it's like for me, it's very grateful because you and so many players that come to other countries, I really appreciate that personally because you leave your community, you leave your comfort zone to came to play in Peru, and for me, is really it's really hard. I don't know if I do this. I hope you do because one of my biggest goals is is to be in a professional team and learn more. So for me, it's like you get out of your house, you leave friends, you leave all that to follow your passion, and you actually do. I so appreciate that. I think you and other players and this end of the tournament. I see this on Facebook Live because I don't live in Arequipa, and the city I live like 2 hours to Arequipa. It's like far of this. It's La Jolla. When I live in La Jolla, it's like too far of this. So to the end of this, I need to say thank you for your time. I need to say thank you for you have the decision to come to Peru and play it in San Jose and to play it to get out of your comfort zone, get out of your space, get out of your country to play in Peru. Like I really appreciate that, and your teammates appreciate that. So thank you, Felix, for give me some minutes of your time to do this. Like it's really appreciated for me. Thank you,
Thank you, Juanma. Did I say it right? Juanma?
Juanma. Yeah.
Juanma. Okay. Thank you. No, I appreciate you reaching out. You make like it's making everything. I mean, the transition coming here it's been smooth, and I appreciate just connecting with you and being able to connect with other people in Arequipa and Peru.
Yeah, it's very. How was your Spanish?
Actually, isn't I mean, my Spanish class, I took Spanish in high school and college, and I had a really good teacher. Her name was oh, I forgot her name. Oh, but she was a really good teacher. So I remember I remember something. I'm starting to remember more as I converse. But it's
Okay.
I can get by like a little bit. I understand a little bit. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's not like great, but it's not like I know some the basics.
I know. That like it is Spanish and English is like two different ways. Like
Yeah,
I teach English, and so most of my students like it's really difficult. No, it's not difficult. You need to practice. When you practice, it's more easier.
yeah. So
It's
I
more
definitely got
easy.
to practice more.
Yeah. So have a good weekend. Play good. God bless you. God bless you a lot. Thank you for that opportunity.
Thank you for the time, man.
No,
Thank you.
thank appreciate it.
All right, man. Stay blessed.
God bless.